Hello, my name's Kate and these are my friends Mo and Oreo. Now, can you spot what kind of animal they are? Squeak squeak! Yes, they are guinea pigs. So Mo and Oreo work here at the library at Darwin Valley Library. They are our smallest and our cutest employees. Have you met Mo and Oreo? You might have come into the library here when we're open, and they really like chatting to particularly kids, but they chat to anyone who comes past. So, have you got pets of your own? You would know that keeping animals, oh shush, needs a lot of care. And guinea pigs, although they are very small, they can make a lot of noise, can't they, Mo? And they need to be looked after just as much as a dog or a cat. So they don't need to be walked like you would walk a dog. And they don't need the sort of care that you would give a fish, but they need their own special care. So how do you look after a guinea pig? Have you got any idea? One thing that you need to be aware of with guinea pigs is that they are really social animals and they really need companionship. So it's recommended to always keep them in pairs. That's why we've got two of them. So Mo and Oreo are really good friends and they love hanging out together. Sometimes they can be a little bit in each other's faces, like normal brothers, and they'll fight over who gets to sleep in which house, and they'll squeak at each other, but they're very good friends. So one guinea pig on their own, they don't do very well. So you should always have two. Now Mo and Oreo are both boys, so they get on very well together. If you have a girl and a boy, then you should have them both sexed, which you should probably do anyway. So otherwise you will end up with lots of little guinea pigs, which is not a great idea. They don't do very well being kept with rabbits, although they're quite similar animals and they are kind of related. They can share diseases, which is not great, and also they can get bullied by rabbits. Well, that's not very good, is it? And Mo would probably fight them for food. They do eat quite similar food. What kind of food do you think guinea pigs would eat? You can't go into the supermarket and go down the pet food aisle for the food marked guinea pigs, can you? Like you would for a dog or a cat. But their diet is very important, so they eat a lot of hay and grass, don't you? Yes. And then they also love eating vegetables. So these two particularly love red capsicum. That's one of their favourite things, and they love the outside of corn, the green skivvish. They love most lettuce. They love most green things, really, a bit of bok choy. They enjoy carrots. They love all of their veggies, broccoli, don't you? Mo is squeaking like mad because he hasn't eaten in minutes. He's always hungry. Yes, always. It's very sad. I'm keeping him away from his meals. They also have little guinea pig pellets, which have some extra nutrients in them. So they have some of those, but they don't make up most of their diet. They get most excited for veggies, and they have some veggies, about a cupful of veggies every day. And they always have access to fresh water. So, probably can't show you without dropping some guinea pigs, but we've got their cage behind me. Ta-da. And at the back there is a water dispenser that they can suckle on. Is that there? So they've always got nice fresh water, and we change that frequently. So this is their cage in the library, the inside cage. They've also got an outside, oh shush, they've got an outside enclosure here in the library as well. So we can put that outside and that moves around so that they can munch on some fresh grass. And then at the weekends, they go home with our library manager, Tracy, and they have a separate enclosure at her house, so they get to munch through her veggie patch as well. And that's pretty exciting, isn't it? So they have a few different homes, but this is where they sleep at night. So they sleep inside, and they've got these little greenhouses. They've got one each, and they're very good at flipping them upside down. They're silly little boys, but they like to have somewhere nice and cozy and tight to sleep at night, don't you? Yes, yes you do. But they do get to play with lots of people during the day. So at the moment, while the library is closed, they're missing seeing quite so many people, because normally they get to see all of the kids, and they'll come out and they'll scamper around, and they'll get patted by lots of kids, they'll get handled by lots of people. So they're not huge on being picked up, but they really like being patted and cuddled. And our guinea pigs here in the library are used to sitting on laps and reading stories with people, and they really like the hugs, so that they enjoy that handling. But we do need to keep up with some grooming for our guinea pigs, so we give them a bit of a brush quite often to make sure that their coats are nice and detangled and nice and clean. Also cut their toenails, so they've got little curly toenails, and they just need a regular snip. Excuse me, Mr. Mo, you can't escape at the moment, we're still talking. And they have a flea treatment as well, just to keep all of the nasties away. Now in their enclosure, we have some nice soft newspaper and some sawdust on the bottom to keep it nice and soft for their sensitive little feet, and keep everything nice, everything nice and clean and dry. And we clean out their cage at least once a week, and we normally do that on a Friday. So we empty out their cage and we pop them into an empty swimming pool, and we have the piggies in the swimming pool, and all the kids come and play with the piggies in their pool. We don't put water in it though. I don't know if they can swim, I've never tried. I don't think they would like that. So an empty pool, and they have a big play in that as a bigger play space. Now little guinea pigs, because they're quite small, they're not very good at regulating their body heat. So they don't do well on hot days, they don't do well on really cold mornings. So these two do pretty well at the library because they're inside, so we've got the heating and the air conditioning. So they only go outside when we know it's not too hot or too cold for them. So they do best when it's between about 18 and 25 degrees. So you guys do pretty well here, don't you? So if you're leaving a guinea pig outside, you need to make sure that they're not too hot, not too cold. They've got a little indoor area so that they don't get too cold and they can get out of the heat. Now their favourite thing to do is probably eating, but they also really like being patted. They like playing with people. They like playing with each other, and they also really like sleeping. But they're very good pets. They're very good pets in the library because they like playing with all of the different people, and they're fairly low maintenance as well. Whereas they're also quite low hypoallergenic, so we don't have issues with people being allergic to the piggies, do we? No. So I think Mo and Oreo have had a lovely time meeting you, haven't you? There we go. Look, can you see yourselves in the camera? Little piggies. So thanks for watching us. Mo says bye-bye, and then Oreo says bye. And hopefully you can come and visit us at Diamond Valley Library just as soon as we reopen again. Thanks for joining us. Bye.